All right, so Johnny, can you just give us the breakdown for Saipan, Tinian, and Rhoda, given that it's tracking north?
Right. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm John Hirsch. I'm the director of the Red Cross here in the Northern Mariana Islands. Our Red Cross team throughout the NMI and also in Guam are on full alert. We've actually had a forward team pre-deployed to Guam of 10 of our national disaster responders. They're in Guam right now, basically laying out the entire program for our relief operations. So at this point, the Red Cross plays a supportive role to our basically to the public school system. So we are providing support to all the sheltering. So we earlier this morning we deployed 6 generators to support the sheltering here in Saipan. And then we'll also be prepared to help on Rhoda and Tinian as well with our volunteers and some of our emergency supplies. Right as soon as there's an all clear after the disaster, then the Red Cross would activate all of its volunteers, all of our emergency supplies, and our entire Red Cross program, which would roll out, which would include distribution of emergency supplies, doing damage assessment, and then of course our usual working with families, regardless of their eligibility. Every single person on the island who's impacted by the storm, the Red Cross would be there to help.
And so, if I'm a person watching this Monday, possibly Tuesday morning, what should I be doing right now if I'm in the city?
Right now, you should be preparing your home. That's the very most important thing. I think our emergency management and the Red Cross want to emphasize that you need to be getting the food supply, getting your water supply, making sure all your vehicles and generators are topped off with fuel, making sure that all the loose debris around your home is cleared. This is a serious storm. The thing that the Weather Service the term they like to use right now is rapid intensification. And that makes everybody nervous. So as the storm gets 12 to 24 hours away, anything could happen. It could just spin up and it could become a very, very destructive storm. So we really encourage everybody in the community to prepare and make sure that their family knows if you live in a home that's you don't feel could sustain these high winds, then I would highly recommend start to plan to go into a shelter. They'll be opening the shelters later this afternoon, and the government will be releasing the timeline on that.
While we have you, can you give us an update on the your efforts on Rhoda after Mawar? Like how many months in now?
Right, so we've got actually a fairly well-trained team over in Rhoda right now. We work very closely with the mayor. In fact, we've sent, I think, over 4 pallets of relief supplies to Rhoda, which are on Rhoda right now, which we hadn't had prior to Mawar. So we're actually in a much better position over there. And again, our volunteers who have just gone through all the relief operations there, they're more highly trained and ready to respond.
So Rhoda is in a better state than it was right after Mawar to potentially absorb this hit?
I feel like they are, certainly from the Red Cross's perspective, and I think even the municipality over there, we work very closely with the mayor. She's kind of been through this now, so she's knows what worked and what didn't work. So I think she's in a much better place to respond and help the people in Rhoda.